Hi and welcome to a new video, and welcome to the channel for those who haven't actually come across my channel. I'm a car industry expert. I say that because I've done 50 odd years following this industry and written 18 books near enough on motorhomes, camper vans and touring caravans and the static caravan market. So yes, I'm obsessed. Right, let's get on. I've come to Swift because I'm having a little look at what's latest off their production lines for 2025. Now, let me get one thing straight. Now, I have always been a fan of Sprite. I'm a bit of a value for money sort of guy, and I like value for money, and Sprite have always, to me, produced a value for money tourer. Back in the day, under the old CI days, Sprite Leisure days, and under Swift. Now, the Sprite brand is one of Swift's best selling ranges, and that's easy to see why, because they still offer decent value, they're lightweight, and they have a decent set amount of layouts. So what have they done for 2025? Well, I did say a while ago I thought they were going to have a bit of a major revamp. Sadly, they've not. I was a little bit taken in there. Yes, they've given them a bit of an uplift, but they've not changed the locker design. The bodywork is pretty much the same. They've got a new front end on, but on the whole there's not a terrific amount that's gone on. There's a dual fuel hob now that's standard, which wasn't before, and generally all the vans are fitting them with the bigger fridges. So I'm in the 4EB, can't remember now. Let me go and have a look. I've forgotten already. Sprite Quattro MB. Now this is a newish layout. What they've done is, instead of an island, it's the washroom is central. So in other words, loo on one side, sink on the other, shower on the other side, and at the back end, instead of in an island bed, what they've done, they've put it in as like a transfer fixed bed at the back, which actually I think works quite well. But anyway, let's have a cruise around it. Now, before I start, there will be another new range of Sprites coming out, and they'll be called, I think, exclusives, and they are going to be quite different. I think they're going to have, I'm not giving too much away, I know they're going to have grey sides, and I've actually spied one or two across the way in the distance. That's all I can really say. They're going to be launched at Harrogate show, so if you go to Harrogate you'll see them there, and that's when I'll have to do my review. I'm not allowed to see one. I don't think they've quite finished doing what they're supposed to be doing with them. So we've had to, I can't do it. It's a bit of a shame. I'd love to have had a look. But anyway, let's look at what they call the basic Sprite range, which is the basic Sprite range. Let's get on with this. The 4MB. Quattro, don't forget. Right, I'm going to start off at this end, in the end bedroom actually, because I thought it's a good a spot as any, because they've made this bed obviously the width of the van, and I think that it works quite well. Yes, I know you're going to have to get over the wife or the missus or the hubby, to get out of bed, but I quite like it. I quite like that idea. Now, not getting out over the missus. No, I like the idea of the way the bed is. Anyway. Lots of storage up above here, so good roof locker storage. You've got wardrobe here, of course, main sockets, cupboard here, the shelf in there, and you've got built-in spot lamps underneath. Now I'm still going to stick my neck out on this. I'd have liked to have seen Swift put adjustable spot lamps in, and same at the front end as well. I think that would be better. The duvet foam mattress, Again, storage under there with your spare wheel. But it's a nice little self-contained room, and you can partition it off with this, of course, and basically you can separate yourself off from the main living area. Now let's go into the washroom. You've got the shower here. It's a bifolding door, of course. I won't pull that because that's strapped up. It's clipped in there. There's no window in here, and there's no roof vent in there either. Okay, I know this is obviously glass, you'll get the light through there during the daylight hours, but it still feels a bit dark, and I think a roof vent in there would not have gone amiss, to be honest with you. They've got a roof vent here, a little mini high-key, but again, I think that would have been better actually in the shower itself than actually in here in the main part of the van. So that's a bit of a gripe for me. Let's go and have a look at the actual loo area. Again, nicely finished, blown air heating, of course, with excellent Truma system. There's an outlet in here, of course. Again, you don't have a window, you are relying on a small roof vent at the top there. Little mini high-key again, but you've got the electric cassette, Thetford cassette loo, that nice finished sink unit, and storage underneath, and some storage shelves there too, and decent sized wardrobe, mirror, what are you on about, decent sized mirror. So perhaps a little room, again you can get changed in there should you have to or need to, and yeah, it's looking okay. Let's go into the kitchen area. Right, what they've done is put a dual fuel hob in. If you remember, the Sprites always had 3 burners, apart from the very early Sprites that Swift brought back. They did have a dual fuel hob, I think, in them, if I remember rightly, but only for a short while. There's a Thetford long fridge freezer, a little freezer compartment up there, storage underneath, and decent sized hand base sink, should I say, main sockets, and again we've got kept this curved design we've had for quite a few years now, and obviously integrated microwave in there as well. Now we've got this new finish, this grey finish, that I think sets it off quite well. Now they, Swift are making a bit of a thing about that, and it does look rather smart. You can see all the cupboard door handles are all in that colour, and the bases there of the seats. I just feel that it could have just done with a new locker design and do a bit more to it. But anyway, it still looks very smart. Everything feels very solid as per normal. And of course you've got cupboard storage here, and a bit of storage as well underneath the oven there. You've got single settee, dinette here with a fold-up bunk. This is a new upholstery for this year. I think it works quite well, and this design of curtain, and I'm glad that Swift are putting curtains in. Obviously got fly screens and blinds, and you've got your divider there. You've got also your normal good overhead storage. Everything does feel very solid, and that's something they did tell me. They said we've not, the locker's design has proved very reliable. Now LED lighting again is underneath there. Again, I'd like to see actual spots you can move around personally. But on the whole, the kitchen works well, and you do get that extra bit of work surface as well. So let's get back into this lounge area, which is L-shaped seating, which is rather nice. Right, of course this makes into a double bed, and you've got a deeper window on this far side here. You've got this storage here, under there, and you've got some USB points, and you can put the telly here, and you can all watch this and sit back and enjoy yourselves. Again, decent storage. They're fitting a radio in here too. There's the sunroof, of course, and then the MIDI high-key up there, and of course the speakers. And again, we've got these little LED lights up there, and again LED lights in the corners, but not obviously adjustable ones. They've also stuck to these, they're very handy corner units. And if you notice, you're not missing anything. That is a different. The two curtains are different, obviously, in pattern, and I don't find that too bad really. But they said, we'll see how that goes with the buying public. I think it looks okay. So let's have a summary of what we think of the new Sprites. Right. Okay. What do I think? Well, I was slightly disappointed to begin with, because I'd have liked to see more done to the Sprite range. Because I had high hopes for it. I was hoping last year was going to be the year that they were going to do something about it and do it, and same with this year. Now I was talking to somebody here and they were saying, yeah, we see what you mean, but we don't want to overdo it, we don't want to frighten people off if we do something too radical. I said, just to freshen up inside, I think more in the way of, a different locker design. And they said, yeah, but that's possibly the next way forward for the Sprite. But we think we've given it this grey finish, the cupboard doors on the base, and it does look rather nice. It makes it feel a little bit more market. The seating, as ever, is comfortable. I do like this grey, and of course, do I like the two-tone curtains? Are different from that, different pattern, should I say. It doesn't really bother me actually. I think it looks quite good. I'm just glad that they're putting curtains in. It just makes it feel more homely. So we've got the dual fuel hob for this year, and we've got this little new sort of look finish. We've got new decals on the outside, new front end. Basically the Sprite is been tweaked up, just giving it that freshen up to try and sort of keep it a little bit ahead of the competition, because it's up against things like the Phoenix, and also you're getting, I suppose, close up to the well, you're up to like the Eldest Explorer, aren't you? But I'd say this is a bit above Explorer, but not up to Eldest Avanti. Obviously this isn't up to the Coachman Arcadia. That's again upmarket from this quite a bit, but I don't know what the prices are on this at all. I haven't a clue. It'll be interesting to see what the price is going to be. But I do like the fact that bed has been put across like at the back end. I think it looks really good. I think that's a good idea, and it just makes it a bit of a difference. So this is a new layout, and I think personally, for a couple they'd like it. But I think two people with two kids would be great. They could have that bunk up there, mum and dad at the back end there, and then in the morning if the kids want to come in here, watch a bit of telly while mum and dad have a lie-in, as it were. They can do that. The storage underneath the seats, of course, and generally overall the storage is very good. Lots of locker storage, pretty deep, and again it just feels all pretty much well put together. As I say, the only cons I've got is I'd have liked to have seen a bit more radical change, but they've updated it. We shall have to see what the Sprite exclusives come out like. I presume that'll have slightly more spec, but competitively priced. And as soon as I get my hands on one to look at and review, then I will do a review on it and tell you what I think. So, from a bit of a Sprite fan, does this tick my boxes? Well, yes, it does. It does. But as I say, a bit more effort in redesigning the lockers and maybe the profile a little bit. But like the man said, we don't want to upset our traditional Sprite buyer, who in 3 years' time comes back and has a look and says, oh, they've done this, they've done that, and oh, I don't like this, it's too red, I prefer my old one. says we want to keep them on board and watch the Sprite range slowly evolve, and I think that's probably quite true. So anyway, I'm going to sign off. Please keep giving your comments, please keep subscribing, and I'll see you on the next video, and thank you very much for putting up with me and watching this one. I'll see you on the next one, as I say. Bye for now.